Congressman Collins, I'm going to start with you first, and then I'm going to go to former Congressman Issa. Significant developments, Congressman Collins, in the Durham investigation, the first real indictment that connects with the Russia investigation, where an attorney by the name of Smith has pled guilty to altering documents that were used to spy on the Trump campaign. He apparently made it easy then for Comey, McCabe, and Strzok to find out what was going on in the Trump campaign. This is the first indictment. Number one, do you expect that there will be more?
Yes, I do, Jeanine. I think we're going to see more. And remember, this is not a low-ranking official. He had a big part. He was the enabler for what all that we saw going on because he changed the documents and then presented it to the FISA courts, which allowed them to spy on an American citizen, Carter Page.
Right, right. And do you think that someone told him to do this? I mean, I know the Inspector General's report, but does the indictment say that he was acting and aiding and abetted by another, or did he just decide on his own to amend these documents?
Well, I think you're going to see a whole lot come out of this, and with him being the first one, there may be others that he is now helping with that could see the whole cabal come down. Because, Jeanine, this has not been one person. This has been a whole group of them. Even Smith had texts talking about Viva la Resistance and liberation. They were all in this together. They hated the president. They hate him as a candidate. They hate him as a president. And they were all in this together. McCabe and Comey and Strzok and Page, all of them, all the way up the line. We saw it in the Flynn case, and now we see it here. This should be the first domino falling.
Okay, and then now we have Christopher Wray, who was aware of all of this. What is your position as regard his staying as the head of the FBI, where apparently he has fought tooth and nail, according to Senator, I believe is it Ron Johnson,
yes,
to prevent the American people from hearing about what happened with this Crossfire hurricane?
After what we've heard this week coming out of the more emails that have been released from Senator Graham, but also hearing from Senator Johnson as well, I've called on and said it's time for Christopher Wray to resign. It's time for him to move on. It's time for him to get out of the way because we have seen constant feet dragging from the FBI on this issue. It's taking months to get things that should have already been turned over to Congress. But also we've had trouble all along with the IG and Inspector General report, making sure that not only what those things were put in place, but other things. So we need to it's time for him to go. He's been a problem. It's time to get the FBI cleaned out.
Well, there's no question about it. Even the president says he's been very, very protective of his agency, and all of this stuff should have come out long ago.